What if I told you that two groups of humans living on the same planet, eating food every single day, developed such different tastes that one culture layers 30 spices into a single dish, while another thrives on almost none? This isn't random. This isn't preference. This is biology, history, and survival, all hiding inside your spice rack. And by the end of this video, you'll never look at a meal the same way again. Picture two kitchens. One in Mumbai, India, one in Oslo, Norway. In Mumbai, a cook reaches for turmeric, cumin, coriander, cardamom, chili, ginger, cloves, cinnamon, fenugreek, and that's just the beginning. The air is thick with aroma. The food practically glows with color. Now picture Oslo. Clean counters, maybe salt, maybe a little dill. That's it. Same species. Same basic need to eat, completely different relationship with flavor. So here's the real question. Why? Why does one culture build entire civilizations around spice, while another keeps things almost completely bare? The answer reveals something absolutely fascinating about how humans adapt, and it goes way deeper than taste buds. Let's start with something most people completely overlook. The weather outside your kitchen controls what ends up inside it. India sits near the equator, hot, humid, incredibly rich in biodiversity. That environment is a paradise for growing spices. Turmeric, black pepper, cardamom. India produces over 75% of the world's spices, according to the Spices Board of India. But here's the twist. Those same hot, humid conditions are also perfect for bacteria. Food spoils faster near the equator. Bacteria multiply at alarming speed. So what did humans do? They discovered over thousands of years that certain spices are remarkably powerful antimicrobials. A 2002 study published in the Quarterly Review of Biology by researchers at Cornell University found that spices like garlic, onion, and turmeric kill or inhibit 100% of foodborne bacteria tested. Turmeric alone destroys over 67% of bacterial strains found in common foods. So when Indians cook with 30 spices, they're not just chasing flavor. They're running an ancient food preservation system. Every spice has a job. Every aroma is armor. Now flip the map. Scandinavia sits near the Arctic Circle. Cold, dry, and largely bacteria hostile. Food doesn't spoil as fast.
The environment itself does the preservation work, so Scandinavians never needed to develop a spice culture in the same way, because the cold was already their refrigerator. Climate didn't just shape the menu. Climate wrote the entire recipe book. Now, here's where history absolutely changes everything. For thousands of years, spices weren't just food. They were currency, power, war. Entire empires rose and collapsed over the control of spice routes. Black pepper was so valuable in medieval Europe that it was literally used to pay rent and taxes. A single pound of nutmeg could buy you a house in 14th century England, according to historical trade records. And where did most of these spices come from? India. The Malabar coast, modern-day Kerala, was the epicenter of global spice trade for over 2,000 years. The Romans came for it. The Arabs dominated the routes for centuries. Then the Portuguese, Dutch, and British came and changed the world trying to control it. But here's what makes India uniquely different from every other stop on that trade route. India didn't just export spices. India used them deeply, spiritually, medicinally.
Ayurveda, India's ancient medical system, dating back over 3,000 years, treats spices as medicine. Turmeric reduces inflammation. Ginger aids digestion. Fenugreek balances blood sugar. According to the Journal of Ethnopharmacology, over 90% of Ayurvedic treatments involve some combination of spices. So in India, cooking with 30 spices isn't excess, it's prescription. It's a 1,000-year-old pharmacy hiding inside every bowl of curry. Scandinavia had no such trade history at its center, no spice empire passing through Oslo. The Vikings traded amber, furs, and iron, not cardamom. Their relationship with food was built on survival in cold conditions, preserved fish, fermented dairy, root vegetables, function over flavor, endurance over enjoyment. Both strategies were brilliant. Both kept people alive, just in completely different ways. Here's something that might surprise you. You don't actually choose your food preferences. They were chosen for you, before you even had a say. Research published in the journal Chemical Senses proves that flavor exposure during childhood, even during pregnancy, shapes taste preferences for life. Babies born to mothers who ate spicy food regularly show significantly higher tolerance and preference for spice compared to those who didn't.
In India, children are exposed to complex spice blends from infancy. Many Indian families introduce diluted versions of spiced lentils, called dal, within the first year of life. By age 3 or 4, the Indian palate is already calibrated to expect layered, complex flavor. The brain literally rewires itself to find spice not just tolerable, but deeply satisfying. In Scandinavia, the opposite happens. Children grow up tasting clean, mild, unspiced food. Their brains calibrate to find that simplicity comforting and complete. Neither brain is wrong. Both brains are doing exactly what they were designed to do: recognize safe, familiar food patterns and reward eating them. So that moment when an Indian person finds unseasoned food bland, or when a Scandinavian finds curry overwhelming, that's not weakness, that's neuroscience. Your entire flavor universe was mapped before kindergarten, and the culture you were born into drew every single border on that map. But wait, this still doesn't explain why the gap is so extreme. 30 spices versus almost 0. That's not just habit. Something else is happening here. Here's the layer most food videos completely miss. In India, spices aren't just ingredients. They carry spiritual and philosophical meaning that goes back thousands of years. Hinduism, practiced by over 80% of India's 1.4 billion people, deeply integrates food into ritual and belief. Certain spices are considered sacred. Turmeric is used in Hindu ceremonies, weddings, and religious offerings across the country. Saffron represents spiritual purity. Cardamom is offered to deities in temples. According to the ancient Indian text, Charaka Samhita, food prepared with the right combination of spices doesn't just nourish the body, it balances the mind and spirit. The concept of the 6 tastes in Ayurvedic philosophy, sweet, sour, salty, pungent, bitter, and astringent, teaches that every meal should contain all 6 to create complete physical and emotional balance. That's why Indian cooking stacks spices the way it does. It's not chaos, it's architecture. Every flavor has a function. Every combination has a purpose. Contrast this with Scandinavian food philosophy, which developed in Lutheran Christian tradition, a culture that historically viewed excessive sensory pleasure with suspicion. Simplicity wasn't just practical, it was virtuous. The Swedish concept of lagom, meaning just the right amount, not too much, not too little, applies directly to food. Flavor shouldn't overwhelm, it should harmonize. It should disappear into the background, while nourishment takes center stage. Neither philosophy is superior, but together they reveal something remarkable. 2 completely different answers to the same question. What should food mean to a human life? And that question, it turns out, shapes everything on the plate. So next time someone tells you a culture's food is too spicy or too bland, you now know exactly what they're really saying. They're revealing their climate, their history, their childhood, and their deepest beliefs about life. That's not preference, that's identity. If this blew your mind, hit subscribe, because every single day we uncover stories exactly like this one. And drop a comment below. Which culture's food philosophy do you connect with more? India's 30-spice complexity or Scandinavia's beautiful simplicity? Next video, why Mexicans eat spicy food daily while Germans almost never do. You don't want to miss it.